So price, so price is absolutely like a deck of cards being shuffled. And when you understand how the mechanic, the composite man, the real market maker, when they're running up a hand, stacking a deck, building a market structure, and ready to deal the top or the bottom of the deck, buy side or sell side, you'll know how to play the hand that you have. Betting what you can afford to bet and ante up on. If you can't afford it, can't ante up, then you just watch it, you study it. But we're not looking at price and when it moves like, oh shit, where did that come from? Oh, that was surprising. Look at that. Have you ever heard me remark like, wow, shit, I didn't see that coming? Yeah. You're gonna have the same thing occur every time we do our live streams. It's boring. It's fucking boring. And I'll say this in closing, because I have a couple minutes left and Carl's gonna go over it. Why isn't ICT a fucking billionaire? He's the smartest person in the world, which I don't claim to be. I've never said that. Why isn't ICT a billionaire? Well, first of all, none of you know my net worth, and I don't make it my business to tell anybody my net worth. And it's irrelevant anyway. But if a card counter is discovered in a casino, does the casino invite them to sit at their table? No. As much as you believe that these markets are free, they're not. They're controlled, and they should be. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not vilifying any of it, but you shouldn't be afraid of it. You should be thankful it's rigged. It's good. It's a good thing that it's rigged. Because if it was really free, the folks on Reddit would have crashed it a long time ago. But you've seen how silly that was, wasn't it? I have handlers. I'm allowed to do certain things in a longer list that I can't. So you see me doing what I do, demo, no problem. I got no problem. I got no problem teaching you a demo account. I got no problem teaching the way I teach. I see no limitation in it. And I allow the ill-equipped, mentally deficient individuals that want to just say, if he was doing this and doing that, I let them have those arguments. And I toy with them out here on Twitter. And I snidely remark in passing. And that's my way of letting them know I don't give a fuck. You still can't come close to this. And anytime I want, I can make millions of dollars. Anytime I fucking want. I am doing this because I love doing this. And it's partially offended. And that's as far as I've mentioned in that regard. But if someone says I can't walk on the fucking grass, I'm gonna moonwalk all over that motherfucker. And while I may not be allowed to play at the table, I'm bringing a whole lot of motherfuckers all around the world to play. Imagine that you sat down for the first time. This is your first time watching and listening to me. This shit sounds like another language you've never learned. Still. And it still talks, it seems like, oh, it's still hindsight. But you've watched me do it if you've been around for a while. You've literally watched me trade this. You literally watched me call it live on Twitter, minute by minute, 1 minute candles, outlining it, why it should do this, where it's going to go next, all that shit. I go on other people's live stream and I tell them where it's going to go before it happens. And still people doubt this stuff. You can go out here and do everything in front of them and they're still going to find some fault with you because they can't do it. So don't invite them into your problem. The problem is you solving who you are as a trader. And when you see these signatures repeat over and over and over and over again, it builds confidence. And when it's so open, it comes across as arrogance. It comes across as prideful. It's not. It's confidence. It's unshakable confidence that nothing else can come close to this. And when you get that and you tap into that, there's absolutely no fucking person on this internet that's going to talk you out of the way you feel about it because you experienced it, you lived it, you're walking it. You're making their yearly fucking salary in a week, laughing at them without needing to do it publicly. That's living well. That's the best fucking revenge. That's the best revenge. Let them talk all this shit about how you're never going to learn how to do this stuff. It's never going to work for you, blah, blah, blah. I got people that are millionaires now. Hello, millionaires that had the same shit told to them. Who are you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? You're going to believe the guy that's creating the people for free. They don't have to pay for this stuff anymore. They're going out there and they're making life-changing amounts of money and changing their whole dynamic. Their whole fucking family tree's been uprooted and planted in a new vineyard because they took the initiative to say, you know what, I just want to try and see if this stuff will work for me. And I'm going to put some real effort into it. Not 2 weeks, not a couple months. I'm going to stick this out and see if it works for you. And as you go, you'll see progress and you'll see things that will increase your tenacity to stay with it. And it becomes infectious. And that's why many times we are a cult. And we are the fucking cult of winning. We win around here. We win. We don't guess. We don't get in a fucking trade to make 7 handles and say, okay, it's a lot of fucking pressure I gotta get off of this, man. And then look at that, I called it and went 50 fucking handles. No, why aren't you in the 50 handles? Why aren't you in the 50 handles in the same account that you passed? There's a problem there. You need to fix that. That's an opportunity. Instead of addressing them, you're trying to appease an audience. Fuck the audience. Let me tell you something. I want all of you to do well, but if you don't have an opinion of me as someone that's trying to help you, you think I'm a piece of shit and I'm not trying to be here to do anything to encourage you or do it the right way, I don't really care about your opinion. It has no bearing on how I live. The people that give me feedback and say, you know what, I really got something out of this. It inspired me. It showed something that I had an uncertainty about something. I had a doubt about what I should be focusing on here. This helped me focus on what it is I should be looking at. It really made a structural process or procedure that I need to go in and look at. This helped me. I do it for that. There's no ad revenue on that. That is exactly what I'm trying to tap into. People that are willing to want to learn how to do this correctly. They know it's going to be hard work. They know they have to overcome a demon and maybe demons in themselves that are going to be plaguing their development. I didn't cause them. Maybe you didn't cause them, but you all had them. I had them. I still wrestle with a lot of stuff, but you still have to wrestle them and put them in submission and then stick to a process of learning how to do this. Because if it's not going to be this, what's it going to be? Moving average crossovers, okay? Is it going to be pivot points, harmonic horseshit? You know, what's it going to be? Because until you fix the you problem, all these things are going to resurface, and you're not going to focus on the processes that work if you give it enough time and effort. What opening price is it? 17,710 in a hand. Price comes down, trades to the low of that candle. What's the low? 17,709.25. Did it respond? Did it respond? Did it prove there's a change in the state of delivery and algorithmically repriced higher? You're going to tell me that's buying and selling pressure? That's buyers getting there, right? Buyers did that, right? Yeah, I love it. I love it. I love reading people talk that bullshit because that didn't happen. That did not happen. Be safe. But just slowly growing into your new self. Remember, before that ugly ass caterpillar turned into that butterfly, it had to die as a caterpillar. And it was very ceremonial. It wraps itself up in its silken web, cocoon itself, and then it dies as a caterpillar. It closes itself off to the world. That's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Right now, you're all bookworms, caterpillars. You can't fly, but you want to, and you want to be beautiful in your sight and everyone else's sight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but yeah, but
But
yeah,
you
but
have
yeah.
to seclude yourself. Once you get the information, whatever that information is that you want to focus on and specialize in, that I'm teaching you, it may not be day trading, it may be short term trading, it may be crypto stuff. Even though I don't like it, it might be that's where you're going to be. You you may be the next legend in that asset class. Learning from me, doing the things I'm teaching, you may become the most widely respected and looked up to individual in the industry. Who says that you aren't or couldn't be? You. You're the one that's going to stop you, and you're the one that's going to fuel that. But you have to be able to segregate yourself from the influence of social media and negativity and things that are really just a waste of time, a waste of time and energy and effort. When you're devotional to studying, putting yourself in front of the charts, reading price action, whether it be live or in hindsight, you have to continuously make that investment, and it will yield limitless fruits. Even the smallest of experience, whether good or bad, in the proper learning environment, yields so much in the future that you can't understand or appreciate right now. Thank you, our practice. I think it's that pronounced it.
This is the construct. It's our loading program. We can load anything from clothing to equipment, weapons, training simulations, anything we need.
Right now, we're inside a computer program.
Is it really so hard to believe? Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. This is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
We have only bits and pieces of information.